Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A first down carry for Barkley. The numbers for him from a week ago. 11 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and...
Throwing Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26. 1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9. Murray. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Jordan Reed.
When we think about these two franchises, the Cardinals and the Giants, so much riding on their young quarterbacks. And they were the first 2 QBs taken in the draft back in 2019. Murray first to the Cardinals and Daniel Jones 6th to the Giants.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Cardinal first down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Cardinals.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Arizona.
From the gun, Murray. Caught on the right side, Reed. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's
now Murray again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Pettis now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Barkley, the ball.
Jordan Hicks, 3rd in the NFL in tackles a year ago, there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
7.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The football going back over to Arizona now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. Murray, 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Now Bernard. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 39. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Running, it's Drake. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami. Wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in mid-season ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
On 1st down, Bernard. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. Open man is Kirk. Complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And it's third down.
On third and short, Drake. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The tackle by Leonard Williams.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with Drake, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Drake.
15-yard line. Kenyon Drake, the ball carrier. Lorenzo Carter.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Murray. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Drake. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
It'll be Murray on the keeper, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Game over, 1st and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Intended
from the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this one's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Coverage defensively by Logan.
Throwing again. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Cardinals take over 1st and...
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
To throw again, Morgan. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
12. 1st down, Cardinals.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Caught left side, Hopkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Arizona.
From the gun, it's Morgan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Morgan. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Shut him down! Shut him down! Let's do this!
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where you see the final score there. 35-24, the final score. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Will Fuller, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And as you see, they are currently all tied with the visiting Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. A first down and more for Drake. And he gets this one down to the 24. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, Morgan with it. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. At the 7.
Throwing again on second down. Morgan, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. On first and goal, Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Coup now for the point after.
For the point after.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was taken down.
Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Giants, 1st down.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 11. From the gun, Jones. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for New York. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Cardinals.
From the gun, Morgan. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
Morgan's pass.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
On the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second down, Bernard sheds us. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Operating from the gun, Morgan. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Morgan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. But with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Naku able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pettis now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Jones on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call? I
do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Shoves him aside, able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Morgan, that's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. At 5 yards on the play there, and the drive will continue. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Morgan. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Morgan. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Morgan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
From the gun, Morgan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's Morgan. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
And now back out comes the offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The intended target, Saquon Barkley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Operating from the gun, Jones. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
38-yard line.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, Morgan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Makes the score Cardinals 38, Giants 21.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
Jones.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
4-yard line.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down and long.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
Can't do that.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.